Storm Patrol member Judy Galuski showing us some of the fair weather clouds, low-level clouds, due to the fact that today it was a little more humid than yesterday. Yesterday, the air got a little bit drier. Today, enough moisture at the lower levels for a few of those cumulus clouds. A little cooler in the Panhandle, but we're very warm in South Florida. 77 in Fort Myers, 76 in Naples, 74 current temperature in Tampa. High temperatures expected to be tomorrow, again, about 10 degrees above average for this time of year. Now, that additional moisture in the atmosphere is going to translate into a little bit of fog at 7 a.m. On top of that, we're going to have a bit of a southerly wind. Now, the Gulf of Mexico now close to 70 degrees. We're going to be in the mid-60s over land. So as that warm, very moist air cools on the beaches, we may have some sea fog to develop, or some sea fog to contend with, too, first thing tomorrow morning. 80 degrees at noon with partly cloudy skies, 83 degrees by 5 o'clock. Another warm one is high pressure off the east coast is going to help to bring us that south to southeasterly wind. And when the wind's from the south, means warm air is moving up on South Florida. That's the case for us through the weekend, although we are going to be tracking a cold front. Tomorrow, once we get rid of the fog, a lot like today. Some low-level cumulus clouds not producing any rain. However, there's a developing area of low pressure that's going to be interesting because it is going to bring some rain to the Panhandle. We'll be tracking this front. Could be here sometime on Sunday, but let's see what happens when this front gets here. Late Saturday, early Sunday, maybe north of Tampa, a few showers. A few showers are possible on Sunday because what's left of this front may kind of be meandering a little bit. But next week, the chance for rain looks to be going up. An area of low pressure likely to develop in the Gulf of Mexico. Not a major one, and the computer models aren't in complete agreement yet, but an area of low pressure in the Gulf developing, riding what's left of that front. So eventually we expect to get cooler by late next week, and also next week a better chance for rain in southwest Florida too. Here's a look at the most recent satellite view. You can see those showers starting to make their way into the Panhandle. Jet stream, though, staying well to the north. That's the reason your high temperatures are going to stay in the 80s through the beginning of next week. Cool down not coming until Wednesday and Thursday. Racing this weekend, going over to the other coast. Should be good weather for the Daytona 500. High temperature on the East Coast should be a little bit cooler thanks to that wind off the cooler Atlantic. Your high temperature only in the upper 70s if you're going to the race. 58 in LaBelle, 60 in Lakeport, 59 to start the day in Palmdale with areas of fog across the board, not just inland. 63 in Rotunda. We'll be at 57 in Arcadia. 64 to start your day in the Cape with a 67 on Captiva. 60 on the nose in Lehigh Acres with 61 in Golden Gate Estates. Naples will be in the mid-60s to start your day, and I wouldn't be surprised. 5th Avenue South downtown, a little bit foggy first thing in the morning, too. Southeasterly winds becoming southerly for the boaters at about 10 knots. Actually becoming southwesterly by the late afternoon right on the coast. Seas around 2 feet, light chop expected on the bay and in the waters. Foggy starts not only tomorrow but Saturday too. After that, very, very comfortable, very pleasant. A little bit warm, good beach weather, I think, all the way through the weekend. And isolated showers possible on Sunday, but it's going to be very minimal, and it's one that would only last for about 10 minutes or so at best. Chance for rain, though, going up by Monday and Tuesday, and then the air getting cooler for us as our mornings getting back into the 50s by Wednesday and Thursday. That's a look at your Storm Patrol forecast.